I'm a UCLA student. I deserve to go here. We pay tuition. This is our school, and they're not letting me walk in.
You guys have lost all control of this entire campus. I'm a professor here for 22 years, being assaulted walking to my interviews.
October 7th happened, and there was this huge surge, a tsunami of anti-Semitism on campus. And it really took a lot of us by surprise, Jews by surprise, because we expected empathy and we expected our peers to console us and to be reassured that we're safe. The exact opposite happened. It was a very traumatic and painful experience. And for many of us, this was what we were warned about by our parents and grandparents. There was a Hillel meeting in November. At that meeting, I spoke to a number of faculty members, and it was very clear that it was deep trauma that people were having. I offered to lead a support group for faculty and staff. That's all it was. It started JFRG, the Jewish Faculty Resilience Group, was born out of trauma, and hence the word resilience, that we were going to not let trauma control us, that we were going to emerge resilient out of this. And that's the story of the Jewish people. Resilience means doing something about it, having agency. So we turned into an activist group that would be fighting and combating anti-Semitism, including anti-Zionism, as well as balancing that with the important tenets of academic freedom and integrity. We're nonpartisan. We're a grassroots group that has a civil rights focus.
I don't know what I would have done without JFRG as a Jewish med student, truly.
The JFRG has given me a community with whom I can discuss ways to handle and navigate the very challenging circumstances on campus.
No person can act in a hostile environment like this as an island. You need to have a community, and the community could just be a community of two to begin with, but you can't be alone.
In just 18 months, we have achieved what many believed to be impossible. Not with titles or paychecks, but as volunteers. JFRG brings faculty and staff voices from higher education into the national conversation through major news outlets and relentless social media that has shaped the debate. We delivered hundreds of reports straight to Congress, praised by congressional investigators as invaluable, leading to congressional investigations and hearings. JFRG has held UCLA leadership accountable, whether it be the Academic Senate or the Chancellor's office. Together, we've helped secure a boycott ban in student government and publicly advocated for UC settlements of anti-Semitism lawsuits. JFRG acted in real time, exposing anti-Semitism at UCLA Cultural Affairs and publishing a detailed report on Students for Justice in Palestine violations, leading to the suspension of SJP from UCLA. Statewide, JFRG has mobilized faculty speeches each month at UC Regents meetings, leading to UC Regents requesting recommendations from JFRG on how they should address anti-Semitism. And JFRG's initiative has rallied 1,200 signatures to drive forward California's K-12 Fight Anti-Semitism Assembly Bill 715 campaign. We reframed anti-Semitism as a threat to academic freedom and introduced the idea of empathicide into the national conversation. JFRG's volunteer film team has produced documentaries exposing the truth about encampments, the violence and hate against Jewish faculty, students, and even a Chabad rabbi. JFRG builds community through our WhatsApp and email network, Shabbat and Jewish holiday events, and billboards declaring, "Students, you are not alone." We support faculty by offering professionally run resilience circles and safety workshops. JFRG launched the Jewish Faculty Student Alliance, partnering with Hillel, Chabad, Bruins for Israel, and Stand With Us. and co-sponsored a solidarity trip to Israel, strengthening academic ties. JFRG's Know Your Rights webinars with civil rights attorneys provide Jewish faculty and staff facing anti-Semitism with the tools they need to address anti-Semitism in the workplace, standing firm for justice. These are only some of JFRG's wins in just 18 months. And with your support, we can go even further, together building resilience and community, and making an impact.
What's happening at UCLA isn't just a series of isolated incidents. It's part of a bigger pattern that's making it harder and harder for Jewish students, faculty, and staff to feel safe. And the truth is, this didn't start on October 7th. That's why the Jewish Faculty Resilience Group exists. We're here to push back, to protect dignity, security, and the right to be on campus without fear. Through testimonies, advocacy, and working directly with UCLA, local government, and the media, we hold the university accountable and demand real change. At the end of the day, we want what every student and faculty member should have: a campus where people feel safe, respected, and free to engage in open civil discourse.
For more ways to get involved, visit www.jfrg.org. Support JFRG by scanning the QR code or visiting tinyurl.com/donatejfrg.